Ubiquitous, you probably now just ignore them and maybe even take time to block the number without even thinking about it. But you may change your mind after seeing this story. A growing number of people, believe it or not, are cashing in on robocalls. Some of them claim to have made tens of thousands of dollars. This morning, Lauren Lamanchek from our sister station in Minneapolis shows us how these robocall warriors are turning the tables.
You get the relentless robocalls and think, ugh, how annoying. Christy Von Dielen thought so too.
Hello?
Until she decided to do something about it.
And I'll be like, oh, I got a live one.
And fight back.
I'm like, oop, cha-ching.
From her home office in Anoka County, she finds the culprits and then demands they pay her.
Ballpark. How much money have you gotten in settlements?
After this one that I'm expecting that I just signed off on today, it's over $42,000.
$42,000? We had to know how. Christy walked us through the process. It started with buying this kit, Doc Compton's Turning Robocalls into Cash. For $47, it promises to help you stop the calls and start collecting.
I'm thinking, is this thing real? Could it possibly work?
For her, it did, but not right away.
First check was $500.
But how many hours did you have to spend to get that first $500?
Well, like I said, it took 6 months.
Here's the deal. It does require some time and effort.
So today,
Christy, who also has a full-time job, logs every call.
for 12.
She even records them.
Hey, this is Mike with Dealer Protection Services.
And she plays along, trying to get a human so she can dig for intel.
Are you still living in the state of Minnesota?
Especially when you're beginning, it's a lot harder because you have to learn how to talk to these people in order to get the information you want and need.
Then comes the sleuthing. Christy uses a virtual credit card number not tied to any bank account so she can see who tries to charge her. That's how she'll find out the company's actual name.
It comes back as declined, and we can see who tried to run our card.
Then she finds an address and ships off a demand letter from Compton's kit. He says you'd be surprised how many companies try to settle.
Believe it or not, these guys want to negotiate. They don't want to go to court because it, number one, exposes their identity, which they don't want. And then also, too, it kind of opens the door for the feds to come in and examine their call records and their business practices.
We are reaching
Robocalls are illegal. So is calling someone on the do not call list, like Christy is. Thanks to the Federal Telephone Consumer Protection Act, robocallers can be on the hook for between $500 and $1,500 for every call. So if you log more calls from the same company, it's a bigger paycheck. As Christy's gotten better at the process, the checks have gotten bigger and easier to obtain.
Some of them are really easy.
She's bought a car,
This I paid for in cash.
taken a trip to Costa Rica, paid down debt,
We did pay off our camper.
and found an online community of others making annoying robocalls work for them.
We actually feel like we're like an army out there for the greater good.
Fighting one robocall at a time.
At this point, we just want our phones back.
I imagine if enough people do it, the payouts won't be quite as lucrative, but maybe it would stop the robocalls. Look, for Christy's part, she said it's helped her a lot. She says it's something anyone can do with some legal research, and you do have to invest some time. And get this, Christy said she has made the most money off those annoying automated car warranty calls.
I can't tell you how many of those I've gotten.
Boy, there is just something in this story that just hits that sort of that sense of justice, that pleasure
Yes.
center in your brain.
Well, if
Like
it's not
giddy
us
hearing it.
getting the money, at least somebody is getting the money.
Exactly. Stick it to them.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Good for her.
Okay, let's keep the good